She's our pride. You're just the one who never left. My parents told me after I cooked, cleaned, and paid the bills for years, so I packed my bags, emptied the joint account, and left them a fridge full of unpaid electricity bills and nothing else. My name's Ayan. I'm 28 now, but this story started when I was barely 19. I'm the quiet one in the family, the responsible one. You know the type. The one who always sacrifices. The one who's always fine. Well, I wasn't. Not for a long time. Let me tell you how I went from being the invisible house servant to the person they now curse in whispers. Too ashamed to tell anyone what really happened that my mom passed away when I was 14. Cancer. It tore us apart. Just me and Dad left in that too-quiet house. A year later, he married Savath, a woman with a daughter my age, Eliza. Pretty, bubbly, and effortlessly manipulative. From day one, I was the other kid. Not even the stepchild. Just the one they had to deal with. At first, I thought I could earn my place. I cooked dinner, cleaned, took on 2 part-time jobs while studying so I could contribute to bills. Dad had some debt. Savath didn't work. I was 16, paying for groceries while Eliza got her nails done with Dad's card. I stayed quiet. I thought love was earned. I thought responsibility would be enough. By the time I was 22, I was paying everything: electric, gas, water, rent when Dad lost his job briefly. I juggled 3 jobs and university. I didn't party, didn't date, didn't complain. Eliza got a car for her birthday. Dropped out of uni, started a boutique with Dad's help. My help? Really, since it was my money paying the mortgage while Dad invested in her dream. Still, I kept quiet. They told me I was part of the team. Then came the day I'll never forget. You're just the one who never left. I came home from a double shift, 14 hours on my feet. The house was a mess. Eliza had thrown a party. Beer cans on the porch. Kitchen stinking. I snapped. Not even yelled. Just asked why I always had to be the one to clean up. Savath looked up from the couch, sipping tea I paid for, and said, "Because she's our pride, Ayan. She's going places. You're just the one who never left." Dad didn't even look at me. Just said, "Come on, Ayan. You know she's not built for all this pressure. Let her enjoy life a little." That night I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling and realized, they don't love me. They just use me. So I started planning. First thing I did was get a separate bank account. Quietly moved my direct deposit over. Left the joint account active. Still made small contributions, just enough to avoid suspicion. I told them I got a promotion, which meant longer hours, more night shifts. I was barely home. In truth, I was sleeping in my car or crashing with a friend while I got my escape plan in motion. I started tracking every bill in my name. Made copies. Took pictures. Noted who was responsible for what. I also started saving. Seriously saving. Quietly. Relentlessly. 6 months passed. They didn't notice. Or didn't care. As long as the lights were on and the fridge was stocked, I could be dead for all they noticed. I picked a Friday night. Eliza was in Dubai with her friends. Dad and Savath had gone to visit her aunt out of town. I had the house to myself. So I packed. I didn't just take my clothes. I took the router I bought, the TV, the microwave, every appliance I paid for. Hell, I even took the floor lamp from the living room because I remembered how long I had to save for it. I left behind exactly 3 things: a fridge full of rotting food, a pile of unpaid utility bills, all in Dad's and Savath's names now. I'd been slowly transferring them over for months. And a note. "You're right. I never left. But now I finally am. Best of luck keeping the lights on without your pride and joy, or her free housemate. Ayan." I moved cities. Got a new job. Paid off my student loans. Got therapy. Found friends who actually saw me. They tried to contact me. Dozens of missed calls, angry emails. Dad had the nerve to say I blindsided them. Savath even threatened to sue me for stealing the TV. I replied with scanned receipts. Notarized. Time-stamped. Eliza messaged me once on Instagram. "WTF, dude? We're family." I left her on scene. They struggled. Hard. I heard they had to sell the car to keep the house. The boutique failed. I didn't gloat. I didn't show up to rub it in. I didn't need to. They just faded. Exactly like I had. In their eyes, for a year, I live in a quiet flat. It's not much, but it's mine. All of it. I have a cat named Zoya. A bookshelf. A full fridge and peace. Sometimes, I look back and wonder if I was too harsh. But then I remember how they looked through me like I was a ghost, how they only saw me when they needed something. And I realize I didn't get revenge. I just took myself out of the equation, and without me, they finally got to feel the cold. My stepmom and dad treated me like free labor while praising my stepsister like she walked on water. After years of financial abuse and emotional neglect, I quietly pulled out, took everything I paid for, and left them a house full of debt and no one to clean up the mess. They called it betrayal. I call it balance.